Welcome to Amy's Crafts and Things. I'm Amy. In today's tutorial for PE Design 11 and Palette 11, we're going to create a simple design using the motif stitches and shapes that are built into our software. This is something that you can use to get comfortable with your software and have fun creating something that you can use as a standalone design, an applique, a patch, a gift tag. This is a pretty versatile design. To get started, we'll go into the Home tab and go into our Shapes button, and we will choose a shape. I will choose a heart, and I will go ahead and draw it out. And I'm going to change my shape here to a running stitch with a not sewn region. I will go Home, Arrange, and move it to the center. On the top, just above our hoop, we have this measuring guide. What we're going to do is we're going to right click in spaces right on the lines to evenly space out some lines. This is where we will draw our lines where our motif stitches will go. Okay, once we have those placed, then we'll go to the Home tab, go into the Shapes button, and go to Manual Punch over to the running stitch. We'll click on that. I'm going to zoom in here just a little bit. I'm going to right click at the top of my line, right where the outline is. I'll hold my Shift key down and I will draw it straight down. Release my mouse button and click Enter or double click. And I'll do that for each line. So let's up just a hair. I just don't want to miss. This is a good exercise for mouse control. Right click and draw it down. There we go. Don't worry if your lines aren't quite straight. You can go ahead and go to your Home, and you can go up here to the Select Tool button, click on it and grab your select points, and then you can go ahead and click on the line you want to fix, grab that point, and you can just move it until it's straight. Then you can do it to any other ones that you need to fix. You can also use your arrow keys for your right and left. Straighten them out. Okay, and once you get them to how you like them, we will go ahead and we will remove the guidelines by hovering over the yellow arrow till your cursor goes to a double arrow, and just right click on top of them and it will remove those lines for you. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and grab our Select tool, and in our sewing order you can see that you have your outline and you have all of your other lines that you just drew. So we're going to go ahead and grab one, and we're going to change the color to something different, and you're going to change it to a motif stitch. And this is where you get to explore all the fun motif stitches that are already built into the software. In the sewing attributes, you can go under to where it says motif. You can either click on the folder to browse if you have them stored somewhere, and then you can also click on the picture. I always just click on the picture. These are the ones that are built in. And then you can choose any motif stitch that you like. There are several that are built into our program, so feel free to use that and look through them all and see what you like. You can change the size by clicking Maintain Aspect Ratio, and you can adjust the size either up or down to suit your needs. We'll go ahead and go to the next one. I'll go ahead and change that. We'll go back to Motif. We'll click on Picture. We'll scroll down till we find one that we like. It's really hard to see what these are without clicking on them. And if you look in your sewing attributes, you have a motif pattern box. It will show you at the bottom what it kind of looks like when it is stitched out. So you could go ahead and click OK. And go to the next one. That one's kind of fun. It's kind of big, so let's go ahead and adjust it. Okay, and then we'll go ahead, keep on going. Let's actually change that color to red. Oops. Like the heart, I think that one looks nice. Go ahead and increase it just a little bit. And we'll keep on going. 3 left to go. When I bought my brother's sewing machine from my dealer, the one thing she suggested I do was when I sewed my machine cover for it, she said to use all of the built-in stitches in my machine so that I have a visual reminder of what's there and what's available to me. So I did just that. And doing this project reminded me of that. I think oftentimes we forget about what we have available to us because we're so focused on trying to find something else, or maybe we saw something and we want that and we buy it instead. So this is a good way to get comfortable with and get familiar with the stitches that we already have available to us. We'll go ahead and click the next one. And this, you get to create something pretty. I mean, this is really kind of cute. So we'll go here. Motif. This one kind of reminds me of the stitching on a baseball. And don't forget, you can change your horizontal arrangement and your vertical arrangement to give it different looks. I don't think, right? So it just gives everything all just a different look. So feel free to explore those too in your motif stitches. And we'll do one last one here. Let's go ahead and choose green, and we'll do a motif. I'm going to change it to one more. There we go. So now that you have your heart filled in, let's go ahead and zoom in just a little bit here. And then we're going to go up into our sewing order, click on our outline, and let's go ahead and select it. Go to your Home tab. We'll copy and paste it. And if you're going to make it into an applique or a patch, you can paste it again. And we'll change the bottom one to a zigzag stitch, also known as the satin stitch. And it will clean up your edges really nice. If you plan on using this as the applique or a patch, you will want to go down to the first outline that we copied and pasted, and we're going to want to move that up to the top. And then we'll scroll up and we'll change that to a different color. And the reason being is you would want your outline to stitch, and then your tack down, and then all your fancy stitches, and then your final satin stitching. In your sewing attributes, if you don't like the little points here, you can change the corner to a more blunt, and you can change your zigzag width to something else if you'd like. Make it wider or narrower. And there you have a very, very versatile design that you can either use as a standalone design, as an applique, or a patch, or a gift tag. You can use this for many different purposes. Let's go ahead and run the sewing simulator to see how it sews out. We have our outline, our tack down, the beautiful motif stitches that you chose for your design, followed by the final satin stitch for the outline. This is a great beginner-friendly lesson on using your PE Design 11 and Palette 11 software to get comfortable with shapes, basic digitizing tools, and motif stitches. If you have any future tutorial requests, please feel free to drop them in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and click the notification bell to be notified when future tutorials are posted. Thank you so much for watching.